Have you heard of the news, guys? It's all over the internet today. You might have heard of the war between Russia and Ukraine that is happening right now, right? I was just wondering, why do countries go to war? Is there even a good reason for war? And is World War III around the corner? My curious mind wants to know! Hello everybody! I'm Franco Carrillo and welcome back to MegaFranco TV! So, let's talk about the first ever Great War, the World War I. And how did it all begin? But before that, guys, be sure to like this video and hit that subscribe button down below for more trivia videos like this. Okay, let's begin. This is a part 1 of our trivia video about facts and history of World War. You might have heard of the events of World War I, right? And we all thought that a new World War will never happen again. But you might be aware that a war is happening right now. Well, it's not World War III, but it is a war between Russia and Ukraine. What? But I was just wondering, why do countries go to wars? Is there even a good reason for war? I was just wondering. There are many reasons to this. Sometimes they fight over resources, competition over territory, or to increase influence and power. That is so sad. But did you know how the First World War started? Well, it all began in 1914. In Austria-Hungary lived the Archduke Franz Ferdinand. He and his wife were traveling on a motorcade on some sort of roofless car. Then, a group of assassins were waiting at the sidewalk when the Archduke's car came by. And what did they do next? They threw a bomb directly at the Archduke's car. But thankfully, they missed and instead blew a police car behind them instead. Though the assassin who threw the bomb was arrested, the rest of the assassins escaped. However, the Archduke didn't hide after that incident. Instead, they were going to the hospital to visit the injured cops. However, since they got no maps or GPS, they got lost. And they took a wrong turn and stopped by a nice cafe. But little did they know that in the cafe was one of the failed assassins, just there eating a sandwich. Yes, guys, just because of a sandwich. And when he looked at the window, he realized that his victim is just right there. So, without wasting or spending any time, he grabbed his gun and went out to shoot both Franz Ferdinand and his wife from less than 5 feet away. Oh no! And after that incident, guys, Austria-Hungary immediately blamed the Serbian government for the attack. Well, it is because they already had a past conflict before. So, the assassination of Archduke Franz Ferdinand was considered to be one of the most important events that led to the World War. That's so sad. So, 1 month later, Austria-Hungary declared war on Serbia with its ally, Germany. And at this time, Serbia then allied with the powerful Russia until many more countries such as France, Belgium, Japan, and later on the United States joined the war and came World War I. The war involves all the biggest powers in the world, and over 30 nations declared war between 1914 to 1918. And also, World War I is when chemical weapons were used for the first time. World War I was considered to be the deadliest conflict in history. The First World War left an estimated 16 million soldiers and civilians dead. Yeesh! World War I was once called the war to end all wars. But unfortunately, it wasn't. 20 years later, World War II came. Not again? So, how did World War I come to an end? After more than 4 years of bloodshed, the war finally ended on November 11th, 1918. That is after the last of the Central Powers, Germany, surrendered and signed an agreement to stop the entire World War. And it was called Armistice. So the Germans no longer believed they could win the war, so they surrendered. Phew! So after Germany has signed the agreement, the news spread all over the world and everybody was happy and celebrated the end of the First World War. Finally, after more than 4 years of bloodshed, the war has finally ended. And that's how the First World War came to an end. So now that we know how World War I started and ended, do you think another World War will happen in the future? Like World War III? What do you think, guys? And what are the chances of a World War III happening? And what would World War III be like in this era? Let's all find out by watching this next video of what would World War III be like? Watch it now.